We also had, what was the next match, Dave? Oh, here we go. A lot of mixed reviews on this one. The last man standing match between Edge and Randy Orton. This match, Dave, went 36 minutes long.
Are you sure it wasn't longer?
No. AEW got suspended. What do you mean by that, Ian Dunn? She didn't want that coronavirus kiss. I heard they may have found a place to tape SmackDown. No, it's being recorded. Oh, it's been recorded. Okay.
So at least 1 week of shows.
Edge defeats Randy Orton in the last man standing match, and they went all over
Except the ring.
The PC arena. They started off in the ring for a little bit, then ended up going into the crowd and spent the majority of the match backstage beating the living shit out of each other. And it ends up with Edge and Randy Orton on top of a trailer truck. And they're duking it out. And finally he hits him with a spear. He hits what else did he do?
RKO.
And then the RKO from Randy Orton. And then Edge gets him catches Randy Orton in that chokehold that he caught MVP in when Edge came back a couple of months ago. Sort of what Jake Hager does over in AEW, sort of a similar chokehold that he does. And then obviously Randy Orton is unconscious and he does the concerto on Randy Orton to end the match. So the move that started the feud ended the match. I'm not sure if this feud's over with yet. But Edge picks up the win. What's up, Brandon? After Tell the Dog, I said, what's up? Now, a lot of people, including you, I saw even OG say this in the chat room, that this match went too long. Even my mother texted me and said this match was way too long.
Is she the old G?
No, she's not.
Oh.
And that she thought, we didn't need to get a whole, backstage view of everything that's at the PC. But a lot of people thought this match went too long. Thought it was maybe too slow pace for them, but it's fucking Edge and Randy Orton. Like, what did you expect? I thought the match, I enjoyed it. Maybe the match went a little bit too long, sure. But I thought the match was good. I had no issues with them brawling it out all over the arena because this is a fight. This is not a feud that should be inside the ring. These guys hate each other. There's legit, I'm not going to say legit heat, but in the feud, they don't like each other because what did Randy Orton do? Attacked his friend and then attacked his wife, which you
what friend?
Know, Mr. Matt Hardy. And, Edge is, he wanted to get revenge and he got it tonight. And I don't see a problem with them brawling it all over the arena, beating the shit out of each other. I think that's what the match should have been. They fought in the weight room. They went into some type of a conference room. They ended up everywhere pretty much in that PC arena. And damn, that performance center is mighty huge. What did you think of the match, Dave? Your honest, full-blown opinion.
Man, I said I would like to go in the crowd. I didn't say nothing about going to every single part of the arena or every part of the PC, every room, every spot they could hit. They hit everywhere. It's like, I meant like go throw each other through some chairs, have it like a big empty arena type style thing. Do something like that.
Right.
And then go to the ring and do your normal last man standing match. But man, they spent like 20 minutes just in like this hallway, and then the conference room, they went in there for like, I swear, an hour. It seemed like oh god, that cool little spot he dropped. Look, this would have been better for me if I didn't just watch something very similar to this maybe a month or so ago, maybe less than a month ago with Ciampa and Gargano when they did basically the same thing, where they went through everywhere in the freaking PC and just beat the hell out of each other. Just like this. The only thing missing is throwing someone through a glass door. I mean, that was really the only thing missing in this match. And then they did all their everywhere else on a truck, up on top of the trailer, or the whatever you want to call that thing. No, for some reason, I don't see why they couldn't do that in the ring.
Because
they spent way too much time on that top trailer part, just standing there hitting each other. Oh, RKO, spear, Now I'm going to spend 3 minutes or 10 minutes standing here crying, pulling my hair, and going to wait to concerto you. And then he finally does it, and then it ends. It's like, finally. This match was like a 3-hour match. I even asked you guys in the Discord, is this an Iron Man last man standing match? It sure fucking felt like it.
Edge became Spider-Man at one point. Why was there fencing above the conference table?
Yeah, that was weird. There was some little thing he grabbed down and dropped his elbow.
It could be lighting covers. I don't know. That's an interesting question there.
I was looking forward to this match going in, too. And it was like, to me, this could have been fine with 15 or a 20-minute match. It didn't need to go 2 hours long. You said only 37 minutes. It felt a lot longer.
This match went a little bit too long. I feel you on that. I don't mind. I didn't mind the match itself. I didn't mind him actually brawling it out because that's what the feud was. I didn't expect him to have a wrestling match. You know, this was personal. This shit was personal. Edge wanted to get his revenge. It shouldn't be a wrestling match to begin with. It should be them beating the living shit out of each other throughout the whole match to finally, so the guy can't stand up. And Steven mentions a good point. Says those chairs were like the only weapons they used besides bouncing themselves off of stuff. So that was a bit weird. If people aren't going to be thrilled with getting a lengthy match from me after not seeing me for 9 years, fuck my contract. I'm just going to leave again, says Truth and Loyalty. It was a great opening. He said 2 hours. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, says Rigo.
It felt like it.
This match disappointed me, just like the Batista and Triple H match last year's Mania. Build-up was great, though, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Edge
this build-up was good, too.
He's fragile, says Rigo. I don't know. You could call him fragile after the shots he took tonight. You could tell, though, he was doing stuff to make sure everything was still working and everything was still good because you saw a lot of times he was moving his fingers a lot, which I don't think he did that in the past. But
he has come back from neck injury, so they got to play that up.
Well, that's a good point. He had the
just like Daniel Bryan.
In his eyes at one point. He said, "Let's get it on." Says Salis, the amount of head bumps, man. God, yeah. Edge took a beating tonight. Like, if you wanted to make sure that he was 100% healthy and ready to come back to wrestle, tonight proved his point. He took a lot of neck shots, head shots. Evan at one point was getting choked inside the weight room, which a lot of people were like mentioning Chris Benoit during that shit. I was like, oh, come on now.
Oh, wow.
Now y'all are reaching now.
It's kind of one thing I get why they did it like this, because usually they're there to pander to like the in-crowd audience, but there's no audience. So what they're doing, they're giving us, the fans who are watching at home, all this backstage fighting. It felt like a freaking video game. That's what it felt like, just all this backstage crap. But you know what? I get why they did it. Look, some people enjoyed it a lot. I was sitting there thinking, like, man, this match ain't over yet? I mean, they're backstage for a long-ass time. Can we kind of move on? And then it went another 20 minutes. I'm like, shit, this is like double Taker and AJ.
The match would have been better with a crowd. Guess what they would have fought in the crowd, said Ted. D. Cohen says, really enjoying talent being mic'd up. Like to see more of that. I enjoyed some of it tonight. The match reminded me of the old school SmackDown Just Bring It PS2 game, the hardcore matches where you'd climb up the damn bus and fall off, says Rigo.
I can't believe we never talked about that last night either. But I don't think we did anyway. But when Kevin Owens jumped off that one thing onto Owens through like a freaking table, I don't think we even talked about that, but that was a cool spot too.
I did.
And just like the Edge one. Oh, did you? I didn't remember talking about it.
I did not talk about that. Did you hear the rumor
I don't remember
that Kevin Owens wanted to jump off the pirate ship at WrestleMania?
That would have been cool, but yeah. But now it's like... But yeah, I mean, look, that was a cool little spot. I thought it was going to end in a double count out right there for a minute, but yeah, I'm glad it didn't. But this match did not need to be a last man standing match. Could have just been a hardcore match or a falls count anywhere match.
Okay, fair point. Since we're halfway through WrestleMania, I just want to say thank you everyone again for joining us tonight. Don't forget we will be live again on Tuesday night. Your Tuesday night, there's no wrestling on Tuesday night. Well, there is actually wrestling on Tuesday night. We will be doing our Impact Watch Party on Tuesday night. If you haven't been to one of our Impact Watch Parties, they're very fun. Yes, we watch Impact. If you haven't been a fan of that, you can kind of get introduced to it again. But we also go over Raw from the night before during commercial breaks. So during the commercial breaks of Impact, when annoying ass Melissa Santos is talking. We come on here and we talk Raw and get your guys' opinion on what's going on with the show. So if you're new to the show, we would really appreciate you guys hitting that follow button. We have a nice little crowd here tonight. We did last night, we did tonight, so thank you again. And I want to thank everyone again, once again tonight, for getting us over 400 followers. You guys were adamant about getting us to 400 last night, and I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart, and Dave as well, for you guys getting us over 400 followers. It means a lot to us, and we really appreciate you guys' effort for getting us over 400. We really do appreciate that. So yeah, live again on Tuesday, live on Wednesday that following night with AEW recap show. So don't forget to hit that follow button. We'd really, really appreciate that. Once again, Tony,